Anemic anoxia, this occurs when the red blood cells are unable to carry a sufficient amount of oxygen to the brain, or when the body lacks the blood supply to carry enough to meet its needs to the brain. All right, anoxica, this condition is caused by lack of oxygen in the air for a person to consume and leads to suffocation. Toxic anoxia, this occurs when poisons or chemicals impede the brain by receiving necessary oxygen from the blood red cells. All right, so you're not getting enough oxygen. This can occur when someone is drowning, choking, suffocating, or in a cardiac arrest. So you're not getting oxygen, and carbon monoxide poisoning are other possible causes. And what are the signs of hypoxia? You're going to see a lot of these with the kids and adults. Restlessness, headaches, confusion. A lot of senior citizens that were on borderline being confused. Lack of oxygen is going to increase this, okay? So you're going to find these, that's going to be an increase in our society today. Anxiety, increase in our society, rapid heart rate, tachycardia, rapid breathing, difficulty breathing or shortness of breath, okay? So those are some of the side effects of wearing a mask that's not giving you enough oxygen, okay? 19.5% oxygen. This is the lowest level we can go to be safe. We go below that, then we're becoming hypoxia with these different levels and the high levels of carbon dioxide. You see down here the gases that are inhaled, okay? We inhaled roughly about 21% oxygen, 0.04 carbon dioxide, nitrogen 79 parts per million. Now inhaled air or exhaled air is going to be, oxygen is going to be, we're going to be exhaling 16 parts per million of oxygen, 4 parts of carbon dioxide, and 79 parts of nitrogen. All right, so we're re-inhaling a great deal of that carbon dioxide back in, and we're not getting the right oxygen levels with those masks on. They are the wrong mask for the job. All right, and also hydrogen sulfide, that's a wild card, and that can cause really aggressive damage, including damage to the lungs. Okay, here we have an article, and it explains that face masks may rise the risk of stillbirths, testicular dysfunction, and cognitive decline due to buildup of carbon dioxide. Disputed study claims, disputed or not, these are the things that it does happen. We knew this before COVID. We knew this before we masked. We used proper masks. These are not the right masks. Okay, so concentrations here is NIOSH 8-hour threshold limit for safe CO2 concentration is 0.5%. 0.5, okay? Researchers found that almost all the studies exceeded the standards, both in mice, rats, and didn't look directly at effects of mask use. Other authors criticized drawing conclusions, Well, you know, look, it does. Face masks may raise the risk of stillborn deaths. We've seen that there's been a lot more stillborn deaths since people put masks on. Testicular dysfunction and cognitive decline in children. And all this is just true stuff that we knew this before, all right? And German academics who carried out the research believe masks create a pocket of dead space between the mouth and mask, which traps the toxic gas, which this was known before, okay? This is part of the studies I had. We've known this for years, okay? What did CO2 mask find out? You find out that underneath there, found that 0.3% prolonged use of CO2, okay? In pregnant rats, birth defects, okay? Stillborn deaths is up 28% to 33% stillbirths worldwide. Okay, significant rise of 28% to 33% worldwide, okay? Cognitive performance standards, deviation scores for child born during the pandemic. All these are side effects of carbon dioxide poisoning and low levels of oxygen. Same thing here. You can freeze your screen. You can read this information here. You can see what happened. These are the concentrations, right? Now we're going to do we have a video, or short thing here. We also did oxygen testing, and we posted the oxygen levels right here. These are the oxygen levels under the mask of a child, right here, 12-year-old. Oxygen, 15.5. CO, 2.45. They're rebreathing that. They're rebreathing that. See this kid here? Rebreathing that. That's what he's breathing all day. Those are his new oxygen levels on the left. On the right is the normal oxygen level. They're in full danger zone there. Full danger zone. 8 hours a day. Now, some children will simply drop dead. And this is an article here where sudden death over a face mask rule in a PE class, physical educational class with a mask on. Are you kidding me? Of course it's suffocating. Here's a 13-year-old, dies of collapse on the school bus. Yeah, it sure did. Look at the levels. These are current levels under a mask, 15.5, 2.45. So the oxygen is down to 15.5, well in danger zone. 2.45, carbon dioxide poisoning is there. These masks should never have been put on without being tested. Now, anybody who's going to make you wear a mask, tell them you want the oxygen levels tested under your mask. You want it tested and certified by a piece of equipment that does that oxygen testing. I use the GFS testing unit, 640. So you can go and get one. If you don't have one, then you shouldn't be wearing a mask. It's really as simple as that. Okay? Again, I use the G460. There's oxygen testing equipment everywhere, in every town. Find someone who's got it. If not, you got to get it before you mask somebody. Those are the rules. You have to test the oxygen levels under the mask before you can wear that mask. If it doesn't test the right levels, you've got to get the right mask.